Somewhere in America, near the East Coast, lay a small and short railroad, 10 miles at most. Though the railroad was small, it was still in its infancy, boasting 3 locomotives, Gary, Dexter, and Ibuki. As different as they were, the 3 engines got on well, doing their jobs without fail. They'd carry passengers or haul hoppers full of coal, or just switch train cars as ordered by control. Yes, the engines worked hard across their broad grassy range, but come that Christmas, things would change. Business boomed with passengers for the holiday, with boxcars full of gifts lining the railway. The engines were quite busy rushing to and fro, running their coal and water levels quite low. Gary realized they needed help, so a plan he devised, and on one busy day, a new engine arrived. He was a smart-looking tank engine coated in blue, his paint glistening in the sun, so proud and true. He had 6 small wheels, and with great pride, he carried the number 1 painted on his side. The engine could see Ibuki shunting a coach, until the boss engine Gary slowly approached. "This is our new engine, Thomas," said Gary. "Hello there, Thomas. My name is Ibuki." "It's nice to meet you," said Thomas with glee. He was very excited to start working with Ibuki. "Let's get you started," said Gary with a smile. "Okay, Ibuki, show him our style." So Ibuki showed Thomas how to switch freight. He lined the cars up and made them straight. Then he pushed the coaches with much great care. As Dexter arrived, the newcomer, he was unaware. "Hello," said Dexter. "I don't think we've met." "I'm Thomas," he replied, "your newest engine yet." "Well, keep up the good work you're doing there, Thomas. But hurry with my coaches, I need them for Christmas." Now Dexter was ready and raring to leave, for that very day was Christmas Eve. There'd be lots of people on board for one reason, to go home to their families for the Christmas season. Dexter waited for the coaches to couple, but he didn't account for there being more than usual. Nevertheless, his spirits were sublime. He'd get all the passengers home on time. But the long line of coaches created much friction, and Dexter struggled to maintain traction. At last, with smoke billowing from his stack aloft, he began to move slowly. He was off. Out on the main line, he picked up speed. He felt very tired, but was determined to succeed. Finally, he reached a station the rest it surpassed, for Dexter knew his next stop would be his last. The last passengers got on, and with a shout of "all aboard," Dexter hissed loudly and made his way forward. But Dexter's last run was anything but a dream, for before he left the station, he ran out of steam. Back at the depot, things were in a panic. Dexter's last train had turned tragic. "Oh no," said Gary, "what are we to do?" But a certain small blue engine knew. Thomas spoke up. "Let me go out there. Me and Dexter can handle the train as a pair." Gary was skeptical, but could see Thomas's confidence. "Then go bring the passengers to their Christmas conference." So Thomas set off to go find Dexter, upon the order of the railroad's director. He didn't go far before he was found, still idling in the station, not making a sound. "What's wrong?" asked Thomas. "You're running quite late." "I ran out of steam. To get more, I must wait." "You'll never get home on your own with this train. Let me help push you to take off the strain." So Thomas coupled up at the very back, and with a whistle from Dexter, they would get back on track. Thomas puffed and chuffed, chug and huff. He pushed with all his might. It was quite rough. At last the whole train began to move. Thomas kept pushing with his promise to prove. Pretty soon their steam maintained a good flow, and with the great time they made, it began to snow. Gary waited at the depot with bated breath, but soon Dexter appeared, and Thomas he was with. They stopped at the station platform, right on the mark, and all of the passengers were quick to disembark. They thanked the engines all the while on their runs, as they headed for home to meet their loved ones. "Thank you for helping me," said Dexter with relief. "It's all part of the job," said Thomas without grief. Gary greeted them warmly. "Well done, you two. Through this daunting task, I knew you'd get through. I'm especially grateful for your help, Thomas. I'm glad you're with us. And to everyone, Merry Christmas."